Jane Goodall. A Life of Discovery, Compassion, and Change 1934-2025. The world today pauses to remember a true icon. On October 2, 2025, the world lost drive. Jane Goodall, the pioneering scientist, indefatigable activist, and beloved global voice for nature. She was 90 years old and leaves behind a legacy that fundamentally changed how humanity views its relationship with the animal kingdom and the environment. Her life was not just a career, it was a crusade, a relentless pursuit of knowledge and a powerful movement built on the quiet dignity of a single woman and her lifelong connection with chimpanzees. Life history. From London to Gombe. Born Valerie Jane Morris-Goodall on April 3, 1934, in London, England, Jane's path was set early on. Her mother, Vanne Morris-Goodall, encouraged a childhood fascination with animals, notably gifting her a realistic chimpanzee doll named Jubilee, which she treasured for life. Jane's dream wasn't to go to university, it was to live in Africa with animals. This dream took flight in 1957, leading her to Kenya where she met the famous anthropologist Drive. Louis Leakey. Recognizing her keen eye for observation and passion, Leakey secured funding and, in 1960, sent the 26-year-old Jane to Gombe Stream National Park in Tanganyika, now Tanzania. She went with no formal scientific training, only her mother as a chaperone, beginning what would become the world's longest-running study of a wild animal population. Her decision to name the chimpanzees, like David Greybeard and Fifi, instead of numbering them, and her patience in gaining their trust, was unprecedented. It was this deeply personal, non-traditional approach that led to her groundbreaking discoveries. Chimpanzees make tools. She observed chimps modifying grass stems and twigs to fish for termites, forcing science to rethink the definition of man the toolmaker. Complex behavior. Jane documented complex social lives, including family bonds, political power struggles, compassion, and, controversially, systematic aggression and war. Emotional depth. Her work showed the chimps experiencing emotions previously thought to be uniquely human: joy, sorrow, fear, and true grief. These revelations earned her a PhD in ethology from Cambridge University and propelled her to global fame, forever rewriting the books on primatology. Family and personal connections. Jane's personal life was often interwoven with her life in the field. Marriages. She was married twice. Her first husband, from 1964 to 1974, was Dutch nobleman and wildlife photographer Baron Hugo van Laak. His stunning work for National Geographic brought Jane's discoveries to the world. Her son. Jane and Hugo had one child, Hugo Eric Louis van Laak, nicknamed Grub. He spent his early childhood years immersed in the nature of Gombe. Activism partner. Her second husband, Derek Bryceson, married 1975-1980, was a member of Tanzania's National Assembly and a director of the country's national parks, an alliance that helped protect Gombe during a crucial period. After her research years, she became the ultimate single parent to a global cause, spending over 300 days a year traveling to advocate for the planet. Facing controversy and forging a movement. Goodall's fame and methods were not without critique, mainly from the conservative scientific establishment of her time. These controversies ultimately proved to be her strengths. Anthropomorphism. She faced strong criticism for assigning names and human-like emotions to her subjects, a practice called anthropomorphism. Scientists demanded cold objectivity. Jane fiercely defended her method, arguing that recognizing the animal's individual personalities and emotions was essential to understanding them. She was right. Her empathy unlocked secrets cold observation never could. Research ethics. Early in her work, she provided food to the chimpanzees to accelerate the habituation process. This practice was later discontinued as it led to unintended behavioral changes and increased aggression among the groups, sparking important ethical debates on research intervention that shaped future ecological studies. The transition to activism. In the mid-1980s, Jane recognized that her research was useless if the animals' habitats were destroyed. She abruptly left the research bubble to become a global activist. Some saw this as abandoning science, but it was a crucial turning point, leading to the creation of the Jane Goodall Institute, JGI, and the massive youth-led program Roots and Shoots, which empowers millions of young people to take action for their communities and the environment. Dr. Jane Goodall's life concluded not just as a pioneer of science, but as a beacon of hope. Her most enduring quote is her most profound lesson: every individual matters. Every individual has a role to play. Every individual makes a difference. Her spirit lives on in every chimpanzee protected, every tree planted, and every young person who carries her message of hope forward.